we're calling the Cedar Creek Township Board meeting to order on Tuesday, April 9th. Ron, if you would lead us in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Dave, if you'd call the roll, please.
Bob.
Here.
Heather.
Here.
Linda.
Here.
Dave. Here. Brian.
Here.
All present and accounted for.
Thank you. And we have one additional set of minutes, which I left off the agenda, but you should all have them in your packet, and that is for March, I believe it's March 14th. So that should be added to the agenda. With that said, if I could have a motion to approve the agenda.
Motion.
Second.
Any additional edits or comments? All right, our agenda is approved. All right, next on the agenda would be the minutes.
Make a motion to approve the minutes from March 12th.
Support. Do we need to do them
You can,
individually or
Individually
can
or all
we?
at once?
so you can do them all
Okay,
together.
all right. March 27th also.
And March
And
14th.
14.
And 14th. Jeez.
Yep. A lot going on.
Yes,
Yeah.
we do.
All right, we have a motion for all three.
I supported.
Support. Any edits to the minutes?
No.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. Next on the agenda, our treasurer's report.
Our March 1st, 2024 beginning general fund balance was $1,339,587.95. Revenues totaled $60,339.28. Expenditures totaled $90,711.67, leaving an ending balance of $1,309,215.56.
Thank you, Heather. Does any,
I do.
oh, that's right.
Does anybody have any questions? Yeah, before okay. I would like to ask for a budget amendment. This is to recognize that we're using ARPA revenue to pay for the pickleball court that was approved last month. I would ask for a motion to move $18,125 from unearned revenues to federal grants.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. And then we will place Heather's file or report on file. Thank you very much, Heather. And just so everyone knows, April 30th is the deadline for our that's hard to say, our ARPA report. So Heather and I will be working on that this month. So disbursements, Clerk Stamey, do you have anything for us other than the usual?
No, just usual. Get our annual insurance to bring the flowers for the township, so that was a big one, but other than that, routine stuff.
Could we have a motion to
I'll make
pay
a
the
motion to
regular
pay the
bills?
remaining bills.
You were hot on that one.
Support.
Jumping the gun.
All right, we have a motion and a support since we are paying money. Could I have a roll call vote on that?
Bob.
Yes.
Heather.
Yes.
Linda.
Yes.
Dave. Yes. Brian.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Thank you. Correspondence. Dave, do you have
I
anything?
got nothing on the ordinary that I can think of.
Okay.
Is there anything going on with the tower? I
No,
seen
I
them
saw them out the
working.
other day with a van working on it.
Oh,
They did get caught up on all their back arrears though, that's new.
okay,
So,
That's good.
yeah.
alrighty.
That is good. I do have something, board members were all emailed this, but the West Michigan Shoreline Regional Development Commission, WMSRDC, sent the Muskegon County Rural Broadband Inventory Survey results. That's this handout, and I have color copies two color copies, which I printed out. This is from the August 23rd meeting of for community leaders. They also forwarded the Michigan Challenge portal, which I emailed to Andy earlier today, which allows us to take a closer look at the broadband services in the Muskegon County and in particular Cedar Creek Township. I've sent the link to Andy asking that he place it on the township Facebook page with instructions that if people are not able to access it, that they may do so at the township hall. What this means that you can go on this link and plug in Muskegon County, plug in your zip code, and then you can zoom right in. You can find your address, and you can tell whether you're connected. You can actually go in and find what your speed is, find whether you're connected to broadband, and if it is actually true. And so that's what it means, a challenge. And then you can report that. So what they're trying to do is determine if you really are serviced. And we're trying to find out what it looks like is on the east side of Cedar Creek. Nothing down Sweeter Road appears to be served, and nothing, I don't want to say nothing, but not so much on the west side of Cedar Creek is served. So it's hard to tell, but it's served. It's like all the red dots that you see means it's not served. All the green dots are those houses that are served. So I encourage everyone to go in, click on that challenge portal, find your address, and check yourself out.
So what are they gonna do about it? I went and found myself and found out I had no service. So are they gonna do a study or?
Yeah, the WMSRDC is actually working with, it's been a very, very long process. The county's involved in this through WMSRDC. They're trying to find providers that will come into the township. I talked with Stefan Carlson from WMSRDC today, and it's finding funding services. I looked at Stefan and when I spoke with Stefan, I said, the challenge on Sweeter Road, and Heather and I talked, it's very wooded and they're in a gully. And that's a big challenge. If you're a service provider, it would take a lot of money to come in that area and provide that service. So these are all not just financial barriers, but huge financial barriers if you're a service provider. So there's lots of discussion yet to be had, and those are the things that WMSRDC and service providers have yet to have. So with that said, lots of discussion yet on the road. And those are state and federal grants that are in the process here. Okay, public comment. Agenda items only, public comment. Ron?
And that study, is that satellite internet and wired internet, or?
This is broadband, it's underground. So you and I have broadband service through Comcast or Xfinity, so that they can tell that we have that. What they can't tell, I believe, is things like Starlink. So. Anybody else? Okay. New business. The Planning Commission's review of the group child daycare center. And board members, you have in your in your packet the memo from Lorraine Grabinski, and this is Tom and Taya Roswell. Okay, and they are here with us this evening. And they live at 3546 South Sweet Lake Drive. And the Planning Commission reviewed the entire proposal. And we have a map. Most of us have a map.
She does too now.
Yeah.
And this has been, this was published in the Muskegon Chronicle, and the property owners around the area were mailed the proposal as well. So,
And the planning commission recommends approval.
yes, the Planning Commission does recommend
They're in
this.
compliant with the special use and
Yep, that's what Lorraine's memo said.
Yep.
They did everything they were supposed
So-
to do. So I'll make a motion that we accept the planning commission's approval of the group child daycare center.
I'll second.
All right. Anyone have any questions or concerns?
I just had a couple. How many kids are you gonna be servicing?
So, I don't know, do you wanna talk about what you do?
We plan to start out with 6, because we can have a max of 12, but we plan to start with 6, so that way we're comfortable and can
Okay.
figure out the ropes from there.
Yeah, the
Mostly
max
preschool
of-
type?
So it depends on the age, so if they have kids, let's say 1 to 3 years old, they can only have 4 of those to each person, so that would be 8.
Oh, okay.
So if they have kids, 3 years to X amount of age, they can have up to 6. But we have to take into effect that our kids count too, because we have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, so that'll take into effect, so that'll minus from whatever we have. So it all just depends on the age and what we decide to accept, honestly.
Very good.
Okay. All right, any other questions from the board? Okay, we have a motion and support. Let's vote.
Can we just do a voice vote?
We can do a voice
All in
vote.
favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion
Alright.
carries.
Congratulations.
You have a daycare center. No more sleep. Thank you very much.
You guys need us for anything else?
And no, you're welcome to stay, or you're welcome to go, whichever you're.
Alright.
have a good day.
All right,
Good
thank
luck.
you. Congratulations on your new business.
Thanks again.
Okay, under unfinished business, and we put it under unfinished business because it is the truck, the 1998 Chevy truck. And we are trying to make a decision whether to sell or scrap. So, I need a motion.
I'll make a motion.
That we,
That we what, Bob? You
Then we
should
sell
Bob.
the truck and do it under sealed bid.
Okay.
all right. I'll second.
All right. That we sell the truck under sealed bid. All right. And do you have an amount that you'd like to place?
A minimum bid
A
amount.
minimum of $750.
Okay. All right. All right.
How
So
long will the bids be open? people to be open to accepting bids.
Oh, okay.
Probably
week, a
couple
month?
weeks, I would say, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that.
2 weeks?
2 weeks from today,
Today, from tomorrow, yeah, from tomorrow.
so.
Andy, can you get you something to put in,
the
Facebook?
24th.
Do we have a support, did we get a support?
There was a support.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah,
a support,
support, yeah.
okay.
Yes,
So that date would be
the
what?
24th, April 24th,
Okay.
sorry.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
Which day of the week is that?
It's a Wednesday.
Wednesday? So that,
So they could be opened at 4:30 or,
Yeah, should we have?
maybe like
have
3
this-
p.m.
Yeah, by 3
Yeah.
and then open.
And then they
in the
could be
afternoon.
opened by the clerk and supervisor.
yeah, that would, that, yeah, yes. Excuse me.
Sounds good.
That would work. That would
Okay.
work.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
No, I was writing, that works.
All right.
3 p.m. Okay, and we're all comfortable with that, so that makes that, that works, I'm good with that, so I think that feels good. It's been a good old truck.
Will we have a copy of the inspection report to show people who are interested?
I'd give him a copy, yeah.
Okay,
Here it is.
Sure.
yeah,
That's what's wrong with
Good
it.
idea.
yep,
You need to have some metal fixed on and stuff.
okay.
May I just, if I could back up the bus for 1
Here you
second?
have mine.
Andy, is that something we could post on Facebook that you're comfortable with that we're gonna, tomorrow Dave, could I work with you
Yeah.
on,
Do a write-up
do
to Facebook, sure.
okay. And then we'll pass that over to you and, okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Should have asked you that first. So, thank you. All right, next is the revote of, and I need to pull up the contract here. I just need to revote for the clarification on the contract. Just so we know, the board needs to clarify that the language for the contract that we voted on last month. The road name that we are voting on is Dawson Road, Ryerson Road to M120, which is 1,400 feet or it's 299 miles. I need a motion.
I'll make a motion, we approve doing the section road.
One second.
All right, we have a motion and a support. Any further discussion? All right, roll call.
Bob,
No.
Heather,
Yes,
Linda,
Yes,
Dave, yes, Brian?
Yes.
motion carries. Thank you. And just for further clarification, we are getting an additional quote from the road commission for the additional segment of Dawson Road for our May board meeting. All right, then recurring business is Muskegon County Road Commission brine contract. Board members have that in their packet.
I'll make a motion to approve the Muskegon County Road Commission brine contract.
Support.
We have a motion and a support. Any discussion? Could I have a roll call?
Bob,
Yes.
Heather,
Yes,
Linda,
Yes.
Dave, yes, Brian?
Yes.
All right.
All right,
Motion
motion,
passes.
motion carries. I already have, they called me yesterday on this, and I will, sign this and, scan this in and get them to this yet tonight. Board comments.
I'll let you guys start on that end. I'll finish.
Nothing.
I'm good.
Okay, parking lot, I talked to Brian yesterday, and he tells me that it should be done 7 to 10 days, something like that, right around there. He's hoping for a weekish. And, I talked to Ryerson Brothers, and they are going to begin on May 27th with the pickleball court. So, that's moving right along.
Exciting.
Bob,
Well, that's-
you and I need to
Walk it.
walk it.
Is that where them, where all that sawdust and chips are out there, is that in the way?
Not by the diagram,
Huh?
not by the diagram.
Oh, okay.
We may have to wait till Brian is finished here with, I don't know, if that, it might be, we might have to,
Go around with the wheel.
yeah, we have to go over
Wear
it.
boots, cause of
Yeah, I
them
heard.
cactus out there.
I heard that,
They went right through my tennis shoe.
yeah,
I wanna come back to me.
okay,
I do have something
okay.
when the
All right,
rest are
you're
done.
after me
Okay.
this time though.
That's what I said, when the rest are
I
done.
gave you a
Can't go
chance.
back.
You gave me the chance. That's why I asked.
Okay, it's Heather's turn though now.
I don't have any comments.
Okay. Me and Dave are planning on going out and talking to folks on Cedar, Ryerson, Crocker, for natural gas expansion. We got about 110 houses we're gonna go to, and we're gonna get some yeses or nos, and then, the process from then goes to Courtney Robinson. She's the marketing manager for DTE. She will evaluate it along with dealing with, we got our state representative as Curtis, Vanderwall. He's involved with it to see if he can get some money from Lansing to help this project go, because DTE don't have any grant money at this time. So that would probably be the only way we're getting it done. But when I talked to Curtis Vanderwall, he seemed pretty positive that something like that, if there's that much interest, there's probably a good chance that it possibly could happen, but we want to let these people know it's not a guarantee. So, but we're gonna be out there talking to them, and, you know, by doing nothing, it's not gonna happen, so we're just trying to make it happen, so. And I wanna thank Dave for volunteering to come out. I had to twist his arm a little bit,
Hey, I'm happy to do it.
and thank you all for coming.
Back to you.
Yes.
Thank you for everybody coming, and I wanna thank the board for all the hard work. I've said it before, but every week, every month, every day that goes by, there's people down here working extremely hard, and it's showing in our township, and it's looking good. You walk in, you see the kids, you're like, that's what we wanna see, right? We got a great committee. This prior meeting today was very, very, very good. I really feel that having that in advance and discussing and getting out on the table some of the questions, so that when we have a meeting, we can run through a little bit faster for the people that do come in from the township on a beautiful day like this. And with posting the truck, that's great. Andy, thank you for doing the website. It always looks great, and looking forward to that, and hopefully we can do something with that money I talked about prior to that. Was able to go take a look at the pole barn after the last meeting. Mr. Wright has been heading that up. I was supposed to be assisting him, but since he's retired, he done 95% of the work. And the contractors that did the pole barn done an amazing job. The grading of the gravel looks fantastic. The clearing of the property looks fantastic. The interior where it's finished looks good. It's just a great building that will be here for a long time. So I thank you for your
A lot
hard
of
work on
time,
that. building.
longer than we will.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, it turned out nice.
and nothing but great comments for all the subcommittees. When we took a look at the daycare thing, it was all laid out. I had opportunity to go through it. I felt very comfortable. As we work and progress as this board, I just see better outcomes each and every meeting. So, thank you.
I have one quick thing too. We had a, today, I don't think I've had so many people walk through the door, one after the other, to come back and talk to me. But it was a lot regarding the park, and which is wonderful. And we enlisted someone else to work on the township park, or the Parks and Rec committee, and it's someone with 2 young children, perfect demographic to be a Parks and Rec committee member, and it's the park of the committee of the future. And then we had another woman come in right on her heels, who is looking at the working on the park as well. And she wanted to do something with the park and a butterfly garden. And these are people who are invested in Cedar Creek Township. They're looking at this park and saying, this is a great feature for the township. And we can't be happier. This is what we've been doing. This is what we've been working on for so long. We've invested all this time and talent, and this is our treasure back here. Everything we do, we look at how. When Andy first came on board here, he talked about how can we make this accessible for everyone. These are the ways that we are making it accessible for everyone. Who doesn't love a butterfly? And that is exactly what this last person came in, and she was talking about. This is what attracts people to a township, you know. So anyway, that's my little 2 cents. It was one of those things that just makes you happy at the end of the day. So, all right, now public. Anyone else have something they'd like to say? Not tonight.
Don't feel like it.
Nancy, you always have something to cheer us up. Thank you, Nancy, for all you do.
Couple things, if you got this lady who wants to do a butterfly garden, you got that whole space out there that's wild, that they could do butterfly and milkweed as one of the key things for butterflies.
That's what she has milkweed pod seeds.
But if they could have some early wildflowers, something that blooms early for the bees and the butterflies to get started on, that would be helpful too, and do something with that space.
Mhm.
For, you know. Then the other thing, that gate that goes by that little ball field, we ought to just get one of those cattle gates from Tractor Supply or something and put up there, cause that one's about, you gotta lift it off the ground and ought to shut it and open it.
Yeah, it needs to be replaced, yeah. Well, Parks and Rec Committee is gonna be meeting soon, right?
Yes,
Is that
yes, we do need
is that a
to set
issue
one
that
up.
they could, we would do at a Parks and Rec Committee meeting, is research a gate, or is that something that we just
That
go
gate
ahead
never
and
gets
order?
locked, does it?
It needs to, because people were
Like
doing
you said, we're gonna
I
donuts.
get
believe
gates.
it has the capability to be locked, I think it used to be locked, but I don't know if it still is.
The problem is they were doing donuts in there and tearing the
I saw
grass
that.
up.
Yeah,
They're gonna get in one way or another, and you can't block the whole piece of property off.
There's tracks all over that field now.
You got our cameras out there yet?
Not yet, no.
No,
Still waiting for
I did apply for the grant.
Wonderful.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna get it. I may not get it. So, the grant total was something like, it was under 6,000. I mean, the price of the, of the works and entrance technology.
Okay.
So, which is doable,
Mhm.
so. We should put that on one way or the other, I think, on our May board meeting, I think.
Agreed, absolutely agreed.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
okay. All right. Thank you.
Motion to adjourn?
Yes.
Sport.